And we're back. Well, that was fun. Okay, so we got about a 10-second delay now, which is not ideal, but hey, if you want to stream at 1440p, you got to put up with these things. So welcome back, everybody. Sorry about the techno issues. It's just one of those things, I guess. Anyway, let's get right on with it, and we'll start our discussion again about where we're actually going to start from. So we are going to be flying from Kemble Airport in the UK, in England, Echo Golf Bravo Papa, and we are going to fly all the way across country, and then we're going to start to turn sort of southish and then head continually east and southeast and end up our final destination after doing a few stops in Southend, which is here. So Echo Golf Mike Charlie. So that's our route. So we'll go out into the Thames estuary, and we're going to make a few stops. I mean, obviously we've got to stop at London City at some point, but there are a few other airports on the route that are of interest. So Benson is pretty good. I'd love to try and land there, and I'm just looking around actually, because around here there used to be a place called and I can't find it now. Where is it gone? RAF Abingdon is there, and is there I used to fly from Western on the Green, and I can't remember where it is. I think it's up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. RAF Western on the Green. So this airport here is where I first started to fly, and I used to fly gliders, and that airport, Western on the Green, was one of those airports where unfortunately the gliding club shared it with the silly people who jump out of perfectly good aeroplanes, and there are lots of parachutists and stuff like that. So we had to time our launches, because we were on a cable launch, with the guys going up in their aeroplane, and as soon as they were all right while they're going up, but as soon as they'd left the aeroplane, that was it. We were grounded. Obviously, if you were airborne at the time, that's fine. You just had to steer clear of them. But we were grounded until they actually got all back down onto the ground, and then we could launch again. And we used to launch down this side of the field down here. So if I just zoom in, we had they had the runways like this, and we used a runway, a grass strip basically, and ran a cable this way down here. And the best part about that was driving the little dumper truck that we had with the cable attached as fast as you could possibly go from one end to the other, and it wasn't the flattest ground in the world, and quite often, no, not quite often, on a number of occasions, not quite often, but on a number of occasions, we used to, loop. There's a big loop on the cable, and we used to loop that over a post, 2 posts, because we had 2 cables. And as you went over a big bump like that, the cable would flick off sometimes off the top. Nobody ever thought about putting a little plate on the top so it couldn't actually flip off, but it would lip off, and you'd have to leave one cable, and you end up running one cable up. And then, of course, you had to signal the winch guy to pull the other cable in, because obviously you couldn't have 2 cables crossing each other on the ground. So so it all delayed things a little bit, but I really enjoyed flying gliders here, and yeah, it was nice. Okay, Alison, you're going to try and load in and fly along. That's absolutely fantastic. We're in a 172, but anything that's really slow is good, really. So that's the route. I'm actually parked up somewhere over here. There we go. There's my little aeroplane there, and we've got a 13 knot wind coming in, so we're probably going to end up taking off from runway 26, which means I've got a bit of a hell of a taxi if I go all the way around here, but that's actually the taxi route, so we're going to have to do that. At least we get to see a little bit of the airfield. And yes, let's have a look at our aeroplane that we are going to be flying. So let's kill the map and turn that off, and we'll just do that, and there we are. So here's our 172. I'm using the Flying Solo livery, which is the in Microsoft, it's a Microsoft livery, livery 1. If you want to use the same one, I actually quite like it. And as I am flying solo, there is no co-pilot here, so that's good. I'm just moving my chair. I'm just gonna move my move my mic in a little bit. There we go. It's not in shot. No, good. And yes, let's have a look around this aeroplane. So I need to come out of that mode because that's a bit bizarre. So there we go. Here's the 172 in these lovely colours. The reason I picked it is because it's pretty close to the colours of my logo. But there you go. So it's very nice. It's got the blue and the black stripe going around it, and a very nice little aeroplane to fly. I think the first flight I actually did in a powered aeroplane was I think it was a 152. So the sister or the brother to this one, its little brother, and that was quite fun. Not as fun as flying gliders, but I've told that story before. So let's go in the cockpit. So here's our cockpit. Everything is off, so we'll just get rid of the yoke for now. We'll turn on our batteries. So I'm not going to use the mouse terminal because I've got these switches on the on my yoke here. So there's my battery switch. Turn my alternator on. We'll turn our avionics on, so that brings up these, which is good. Interesting, it doesn't bring up that one, so we'll turn that one on as well. What else have we got here? We probably should get a METAR. So I'm actually currently using live time and live weather, and that should give us a nice sort of sunset arrival in London. Hello, we got somebody arriving in stream there. Sorry, I'm going to move my chat window so I can actually pop it out and put it in front of me so I can see everything going on. And I need to move my map. My map. Gosh, sometimes I find it English is a very difficult language to speak sometimes, even though it's my native one. So, hello, Viper Strike. Glad you could join us. I hope you've had a good week. Actually, I hope everybody's had a good week, because my week has been difficult. Lots of work stuff going on, and you know, it just keeps you busy. And you know, I was training a customer last night on our product, and that was scheduled for 6 o'clock PM to 10 o'clock PM. So I actually shifted my day from starting at 9 to starting at 1, and I did an offset day, as they call it. All right. So we do have a stream bot going. So if there is anything that untoward goes on, I've turned off the 30-second delay thingy, because it was just embarrassing. People got. Show me how you switched on your Garmin. What, the lower one down here? It was the second avionics one just here, because the bus 1, bus 2 switches, it appears that bus 2 turns on the top one, but my bus 1 doesn't work on my honeycomb, probably because I forgot to, you know, reassign it. So I had to manually turn on this one here. And I've also just noticed, look, it's actually put my route in, which is fantastic. Now, I'm not joking, but yesterday when I tried this, it didn't put my route in. It puts this time CLI in here, and I could never understand it, even though I loaded the route on entry. So that's progress. I've only gone to the wrong way due to the winds. Just went from one side of the airport to the other. Okay, I had them working from my Alpha. Okay. Yes. Well, they were working until the updates came in, and then it sort of broke this, and then now it appears to be working again, which is all very fine and dandy. So we have a beacon light on. We probably need to put nav lights on. There we go, nav lights on. We're going to put our fuel pump on. Actually, probably a good idea to actually turn on fuel, but I think it's already on. Is that on? It was on both. Okay, I'll leave it on both. Let's actually check our fuel. How much fuel have we got in this little aeroplane? 50%. I'm probably gonna just take it up to 70. I don't think we need to be full. It's not a very long flight. That should be plenty for the journey. I'm actually just turned labels off, so I'm going to turn labels on so that people can see who is around. There's quite a few in the air when I first came in, and you're just going to follow me. Okay, very good. In actual fact, as we are so few and far between, I might open the voice chat channel, although it does get confusing for some people with the delay. So you'll hear me in Discord. So if you go to my Pilot PD Discord and go to the special events voice channel, I'm just gonna join that, and hopefully, if I've got my routing set up correctly in my Go XLR, I will put the chat in there, and you should be able to hear me, and I should be able to hear you, hopefully. So if you can't get straight into the special events, go into the general, I'll move you in. Okay, and all right, so I'll keep an eye. Dougal's just joined the chat, although I can't hear him. I bet it's my audio settings. Bear with me. Chat. No, that should be okay. Okay, Dougal, can you hear me in Discord or not? I can see your green light in Discord, but I can't hear you, which is a bit weird. So what is going on there? I bet it is the mixer, and I've got the chat turned all the way down. So let's try that again, Dougal.
I'm still here and I'm still breathing.
There he is. Man of the minute. How's your sim? Is it reloading?
Yeah, don't wait for me. I'll catch you on route.
Okay. I'm getting some funny internet things going on, which is a bit weird. I wonder if they're watching movies elsewhere in the house. It's usually, it shouldn't be the case because I have enough bandwidth to pull a house down, which is so I'm just trying to change the size of a window and I can't with my mouse at the minute for some reason. There we go. Right, okay, that's done. Excellent. And okay. So I don't want to sit here with my battery turned on all the time. So we've got fuel is both. We need to turn the isolator off, and we need to put our mixture forward and just a little bit on the throttle there. We have our nav light on, we have our beacon light on, we have a fuel pipe pump on, and we should be able to then go to our left magneto, right magneto both, and we should be able to start. So let's see. And we have a start.
Live weather?
We are live weather, live time.
Whoops, just spawned on the runway, sorry.
Dear oh dear. There's a lot of labels around, as I can see.
I think they're all over London.
Well, we'll probably find out where they are very, very shortly. So, let's do a quick check. Okay, I'm going to have to sit a little bit lower so I can see my ailerons. Okay, that doesn't look good.
I can hear a Spitfire. I wonder who that might be.
I can see it on the outside. I can't see that move on the inside. That's a bit weird. Oh, there we go. Now, how odd is that? I was moving it and it wasn't moving it before. So
North
there we
Europe,
go. So that's left, that's going up. And we look at that one, that's going down, and then we turn it the other way. That's gone up. Look the other way, and that one's down, so that's good. And right, we'll have to do an outside view. That's up and down, so that's all free and easy. And we'll just do rudder pedals. So look at that. See, look, no rudder pedals. Oh, there we go. Rudder pedals, left and right. Brakes appear to work, which is great. Let's get back to my normal viewing position. I did have these. No, I didn't have these. Stupid thing.
Hello.
Ah, Captain Spitfire. I thought I recognised those tones.
That's me, alright.
And do we see a Spitfire around or not? I don't know. Anyway, so we're good to go. A quick look at temps. Okay, they're gonna rise. Actually, just bring it up to 1,000. Let's get some heat in. So fuel came up there. EGT is not so much. Temperature is coming up. Oh, and I've just suddenly lost my instruments now. Oh, and they come back on again. How weird! What's going on? Why? Oh, now it's gone off again. And now it's come on again. Okay.
That's the problem I had. All my avionics were off.
Oh, I know what it is.
Hang on, Alice, and I'll try and find it. Hang on.
I left my key in the start position. Right. Interestingly enough, we will
Peely, can you hear me?
local time. Yes, I can.
I think your Discord link is invalid. I'll try it again. I'm just going to post it in chat, see if Alison can make use of it. But it says invalid invite for me.
Yeah,
Oh.
same for me.
Why does it keep timing out the invite?
Do you want me to do a new one for you?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you've put one in chat. Have you not already?
I don't know if I've just dropped one in, but I don't know if it's working.
Okay.
That's the everlasting, whatever I want to say is.
Oh, what, the one you've posted? Let me remove mine then. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one will never go away.
The 3DK one that ends me UK, is that the...
Yeah.
That's why you fly at Piper? What, because of the the issues with these things?
The avionics work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, why? You know, what can I say? Okay, it was operator error. I left my key in the start position on my yoke, so it didn't like that very much.
Pilot error.
You can set them not to expire. Well, I better do that. I better do that then, because it's driving me bonkers. Right. Parking brake. Where is the parking brake? Here it is, the parking brake. Okay, there's a little bit of a thing there, isn't there? Is that my mic? Okay. Well, thank you for that. Okay. Well, that is very annoying. Or at least this could be third time lucky. Why am I not getting even my opera starting? I'll just keep drinking the beer, I think. Just down it. Just down it. Right, so I need to get back to YouTube and do that and go to YouTube Studio. Is it? I think so. Can you hear the music for that? Oh, here we go. PD says he's PD. Right, okay, I've got the chat back as well. So pop out chats. Get that down there. Okay, let's do a bit of that. And Discord is not going through stream. Okay, Discord will be going through stream right now.
All good.
I'm back.
Thanks, Ali.
Poor Peely, yes. It's been one of those nights tonight. But I am persistent and I will keep at it. Never give up.
Yes,
So-
I see Jojo is joining us. I don't think he's in chat, but Jojo is joining us.
Right, I'll just turn the game down a bit. Jojo is joining us in chat. I don't see him.
No, not in chat. He's flying with us. He's just come on the runway.
Right, okay.
I'll reposition my shelf.
Do you know, I thought you said you're going to reposition your shelf.
That's what I see. Yes, that's what I heard as well.
Yourself.
I thought, oh, okay, he's doing a bit of DIY at the same time.
Get on here.
That's the sort of thing I do. I end up, strangely, I end up have 3 minutes before I can join the chat channel.
Okay, I'll watch for Alison.
Oh, for Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that security.
Oh,
I've muted the stream, so I can't listen to the stream. Okay.
okay. Gosh. Come on, Microsoft, get moving. So, I'm gonna have to do a bit of editing with this stream, then, aren't I?
I think you might. Yeah. Especially. Are we planning on flying anytime today?
Oh yeah, I just thought it'd be a chat session. So what's everybody been up to? Captain Spitfire, how's your week been?
It's been really good, thank you. It's busy, but we're coping with it, and yeah, it's been really, really good.
Jolly good. Jolly good. And actually, I was speaking to Dougal during the week, and I was saying to him how thoroughly I enjoyed flying the Spit, and to the point where I thought, do you know, I should fly this a lot more, and get to know it well. Right, so
Here we are.
But it was the 172 because, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice plane, the 170. I've done circuits with it on that sim and stuff like that with Captain K and over in Jamaica.
All right.
That's been good. Been really, really good.
I think Jojo ran out of patience.
Oh, did he?
He's on his roll. He's on his takeoff roll.
Oh. I'm getting there. It's just, you know. It doesn't seem to matter how fast your PC is and whether you got, you know, SSDs and stuff like that. It just takes a while. You flew Cessnas in real life. That's good to know. And okay, right. Well, we've shortcutted a few things because yes, all of these things should be on and on. And I need to turn on that avionics panel because I forgot to bind a key. Turn that off. That's down. Right, let's try again. That's down. That's down. Move the other side. That's gone up. That's down.
Still got a map on screen.
And that's up. I've got a map on screen. I turned it off. How come? Oh yes. So, well, at least you can't see what I'm doing then. Right. So let's turn the map off and do one of those. There we go. Thanks, Dougal. And just check my rudder pedals out. Now we've rebooted. That looks good. Full and free, bounce and forwards, excellent. Turn on that. So we have a fuel pump on. We'll turn that on, and we shall crank the key. Oh, we have sound, which is good. And right.
And we have Ali in chat.
And we have Ali in chat. Hello there, Alison. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can hear you very well. Sorry to hear about your back.
Just keeps going.
It just keeps going. Never mind. I have a bad back too. I was in a car accident when I was in my younger years, and if I suddenly get up out of a chair in the wrong way, I end up sort of half getting out, stopping, going, ow, that hurt, and then I'm injured for the rest of the week.
Yeah. My sacral joint's knackered, basically.
Right, so I'm in a bit of a tight pickle here, so I'm going to have to do some jiggery pokery to get out. Probably go that way because I'm going to go that way round to the runway. Wind hasn't changed, has it? Have we got any wind? Why does little nav map?
13 knots of wind. Still runway 26.
Okay, so little nav map is no longer showing me any wind. Let me just put my time onto live time. There we go. Release the parking brake. Nav lights are on. Taxi light is on. Bit of throttle.
This is why you'll never see Dougal McTavish streaming, because I'd have broken something by now.
Well, it's just don't give up. That's the thing. Right, we're going to have to do a very tight turn here.
Let's hope it's one of those see-through buildings, otherwise that wing's going to hit the wall. Oh,
I hate it when that happens sometimes.
yeah.
Little bit of thrust and see, you can't see now that I've actually gone through or not. There you go. See, I'm perfect. Perfect. And I'll go back inside. And we'll taxi around this way. Just kill that speed a little
Jojo's
bit.
just literally flaring now.
It sounds like a lawnmower he's flying.
Does a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's got the lawnmower? Me?
No, Jojo.
Oh, okay.
I think you're I think you're frozen again on stream.
I haven't. I'm static.
No, I can see you.
I just stopped moving because I'm taxiing behind these sheds. I'm taking taking the long way home. There's a song about that. Anybody want to name the artist? There's a nice shed over there as we head through the cars here in the car park. There's a nice tree over there as well. Oh, here we go, look. Has anybody else noticed that when you hold the right mouse, we're gonna have a look at this over here. When you hold the mouse down with the right key because you're looking around, that all your control inputs don't work.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that never used to be the case before the last update.
I've got a lot of control issues since the last update. Oh, that was Supertramp, by the way, that sung that.
Yeah, Supertramp.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. You see?
It's funny. I heard 3 Supertramp songs today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I haven't heard them for a long time.
Yes, it's one of those where you can hear for ages without hearing them at all, and then all of a sudden you get, you know,
Like London buses.
yeah, just land on buses. So we're gonna go down.
Nice. We see you coming. Yeah, we see you now.
Should we think about refueling on the on the runway?
That's the point. I didn't fill her up.
We're gonna do a few stops, so I wouldn't worry about it. We can always fuel stops. Hello, everybody. Are you around? I don't see you.
We're on the runway. Keep coming.
Yeah,
We're on the
Probably
displaced
the
part.
servers, innit?
yeah. Me and Captain Spitfire have been having to use join FS simply
Yeah.
because we keep disappearing on each other all the time.
Ah,
Oh, I see you. Oh, you're doing a Ryanair taxi. I see you.
is it fast then? Okay, go back to it. I'm just going to turn the mixer. I'm just going to turn the chat down a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay. This mouse thing is annoying.
I think Bombasso will be here shortly as well. He was still at work a little while ago.
There you are. You're all lined up. Okay. So
We've left a gap for you.
excellent, excellent. So we leave some. Need to get shuffle over a little bit in my seat.
Everybody's disappeared for me.
I can see you.
Yeah, I'm going to start Join FS.
Really.
What server are we going to go on just in case?
I guess I'll go on 2 tones.
Okay.
I'm sure he won't mind.
So I see Captain Spitfire, but everybody else has disappeared.
It's probably the issue with like when people load in as well.
Mm.
I've been noticing that they're there, but they're disappeared. If that makes sense.
Hello there.
Let's go fly.
Yes, let's get airborne. It's only been an hour. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of a crosswind, nothing much. Airspeed is alive. And I didn't trim, but we'll try and get up there. We go. Keep that runway heading. And we'll. Did I set my altimeter? I did not. 500 feet. Flaps up.
I think I've done too much trim.
And let's have a look outside. Look at that. As you can see, I headed down the runway, not. Just straight up a bit here. I think that's probably a bit too loud. Oh, McTavish, I see you. Alison, do I see you? Yes, I do see you. You're just bringing up the rear there.
Yeah, on his
I don't.
six.
I don't.
Okay. Yep, she's
Alison's
behind
in
you.
stealth. Alison's in stealth mode for me.
I see you both. We're all in the same livery, so.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, are we?
Oh.
So we're not going to climb very high. 1,500 feet will be plenty at this point, and we're just going to head slightly right and do a slow loopy turn around to the Thames Head.
Hey, Donuts in chat.
Hello, Donut. How you doing?
My
Glad you
word,
could
he's not-
join us.
He's not just in chat, he just dropped $20 on you.
Did he really?
He did, yeah.
Oh my
I guess he
word!
did.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Blimey,
Nice
Donut,
one, Donut.
thank you very much indeed. That is my first ever donation. Yay!
Donut, fame. Fame.
Thank you. I will certainly use that to support the channel, buy new aeroplanes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not doing this for the money, but obviously greatly received, and you know, that helps fund doing the things that we love doing in the flight simulator, which is obviously fly around with our friends. Now I know we, unlike other simulator streamers, yeah, we tend to do a few wacky things like you know, river runs and stuff like that. So we're probably going to refrain a little bit from that today until we get to the wider part of the Thames in London, and mainly because it's easier to do it in London when you've got the buildings either side, and it's an epic run down through past all the buildings, the financial centre, Tower of London, the London Eye, the O2. Yeah, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna just amble around this area. I will tell you when. You see, there's a railway line that's going just down there, and then there is a small forest. I'm just going over. If you can see that in stream, it's probably going to be a few seconds delayed, but that is the Thames Head down there below. So it starts around there somewhere, and then
Guess
it
we call
goes.
that a copse, don't we?
we call it a copse, yes. And then it goes underground for a little bit, so it's a bit tricky to follow that. So we're actually gonna head sort of between here and the railway line. We'll keep the railway line to our right hand side. You can see the railway line fairly clearly. It goes into the town of Kemble, which is just coming up ahead on our right hand side there. Just have a rear shot. We should see everybody behind. There we go. Marvellous. I'm just going to keep my speed under control a little bit, so I'm just going to bring mine back a little bit so I don't run away from you all. At Kemble, you're going to hang a little bit of a left, and there is a road that goes off to a little town called Ewan, and the river sort of runs to the right hand side of that at the moment. I've gone up to about 2,000 feet, which is not great because it's hard to spot the river at this point. And then we need to turn south to Somerford Keynes, which is the next little village, and into this lake area. Now I should be directly over, if I look outside, down there should be a stream somewhere, and I think it is just over here. So you'll see a little farmhouse, then you'll see this first lake, and then it goes between the lakes. So I'm doing lots of looking at my map and flying at the same time, which is always dangerous. And then we got the road that appears just here, where we want to cross that. And I don't see the river yet underneath me, but I'm following this path. It is directly under these houses that we're flying over. And it comes out over here. You can actually see it in the distance. So there's two lakes and then you see a river, and that's really where you're picking up now. So you're now going into the next little town, which I can't read the name of because little nav map has put the marker over it, and then you'll clearly see a river that goes to the right of that town further south.
I got it. I think.
And what am I doing? I'm doing about 105 knots at the moment, so you should be able to catch up fairly easy. Then you see another river coming in from the right. Obviously we want to take the left turn. So this is very VFR flying, by the way. So you can imagine flying along with a map on your knee and looking out the window, making sure you're spotting where the river path. Usually you try and follow things that are a bit more significant, like major roads or railway lines and stuff like that. Railway lines are good because they tend to be quite straight and easy to spot. Roads tend to be a bit more twisty, so you try and go for the major ones because they're less twisty usually. Or any objects that are easily visible, identifying towns.
I'm lost because I keep turning around to look on the back seat because Donut said he was going to leave donuts in the back. And I haven't
Oh,
found
did
them
he?
yet. Yep.
They're not doing donut things. Okay, so we've got a right turn coming up. Has everybody managed to follow the... Yeah, looks like everybody is here, so that's good. I think I've dropped a little bit height. Yeah, I'm just under, what's that, 900 feet. I'm just going to try and keep it at 1,000. It's probably going to slow down too much. I was losing height. So I'll just try and hold at 1,000. And then it looks like the river doubles back on itself, but it doesn't. It actually carries straight on. That's actually another river called the River Churn that joins into the Thames at this point. Nice little village here. That's a village called Cricklade.
It is. So is this technically the Thames?
This is the Thames, yeah.
It is.
And there's amazing amounts of rivers that actually join it on its route down to London. So we've got another one coming in to the right here. If I can zoom in, it's actually the River Ray coming in on the right hand side there. Now, we are going to try and land at some airports en route. The river runs off over here, and just to our left hand side there should be an airfield, which will be Fairford, I believe. Is that
It
Should be.
Fairfoot.
Fairford?
Fairford.
And we could do a touch and go there if you so desire to do a touch and go. So we can follow the river around this bend. The airport is ahead here. And then we'll do like a circle to land and a circle to touch and go.
Be 27 then, yeah.
It will be. I need to zoom in. 27.
Wind's coming from the west, more or less.
There's somebody called Razor Cab in a 172 down there.
Gotta love some of these names since the Xbox released. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I liked My Kinky Pony.
Oh, really? I've not seen that one.
That one made me laugh this afternoon. Yeah, it's in the air with us nearby, so.
We've got Ghost Beef Boy ahead of us. So Fairford, that's an RAF base, isn't it?
It
It is.
Do we know what station there? Dougal, anybody?
No.
Nope.
You see, this is where I failed on looking at all my facts. Which squadron is there? Okay, so let's reduce power a bit, and we'll just do a brief downwind. Captain Spitfire's coming in from the other side, bullets. And we'll do a very short base. Flaps one. And we'll do another turn to file.
See you unless you're behind me. I can see Alex. Oh, you're behind me. I see it.
Swooped past there.
Longest runway in the world for a touch and go.
That's good because I'm high.
Some big birds come in here, though, right? So
Yeah, I think there is, isn't
Yeah.
there?
transporters and everything.
Yeah.
C5s and C17s, I should think.
Yeah.
Oh, and
They,
the big
send a
the big Airbus, the prop Airbus. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I've got the name of it now.
and also-
A20 is it?
Isn't this where they fly them from here to Falklands?
I think they do, don't they?
Google's touched, and now he's going.
Is he touched? I didn't
He's always
see.
been touched. He's been touched for many a year.
I had two red. Oh, I have two reds, two whites. Look at that. And centre line. See how. I haven't got my flight events on. I don't know if that actually works in the
No,
since the update.
I tested it earlier. It's still not working.
Nah.
I guess that'll need updating. I think.
Yeah. Oh, well that was gentle enough for me. So I'll just take a flap up. Try and keep in the centre of the runway now. And we're up. good rate of climb. We are down the wrong way, the heading this time. What's up?
Did the briefest of touches. That was lovely.
I got to witness them all.
I was very pleased with that one. That was
it good?
yeah.
I was too late to look behind.
Don't worry about it. We're following. You've reappeared. I was like, oh, I hope they're not going to, because I've literally just got a straight line route on my map because
Yeah.
I didn't have access to Discord, so I'm going to try and follow you. But if you disappear, I shall just follow the river.
That's plan B. Always a good one. So we'll just turn back onto the river route. I've been switching between route and route for the last 2 days. I've been speaking to the Americans. We must be back to around 110, I think. Be fine. Get back onto the river. That's good. See where everybody is. I see Ali, I see Captain Spitfire.
I'm ahead of you at 500 feet, just doing about 70 knots, waiting for you to come over the top.
Well, that's interesting. I don't see you.
No.
I've only got Dougal, and that's it, because of 25th. That's it. At the moment.
I can look back and see Ali and Peely. Oh, no, I can see all of you.
Okay.
I can't see Dougal at the minute. I can see Peely.
I'm at ground level. I'm literally skimming the treetops over the river. Oh, are we going to follow? This river takes a huge, great loop. Are we following it?
Yes. Is the answer to that?
No, it's Captain Spitfire.
I'm just going to try and sort out some music. I haven't. I'm so disorganized this day. So. Oh, that's a bit loud.
I've got stream muted.
Peely is back.
And here's the loop. Lechlade is the. Oh, Dougal, you're back.
Pronounced it Lechlade.
Oh, is it Lechlade?
Yeah, Lech. Yeah.
Oh.
Interestingly, for river cruisers, I used to have a 27-foot cabin cruiser on the Temps. Lechlade is normally the furthest you can go up.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is it because it gets too shallow?
That bridge below us.
Yep.
There's a lovely mooring spot on our
I
starboard
can see
side.
that. Look.
But there's a pub on the other side of the bridge. Really nice.
Oh, that looks like the pub over there then.
Yeah.
I've just overflown a boat as well, tied up at the side of the bank.
Used to poodle up here on a weekend.
What kind of boat was it, Ali?
Seamaster 27.
Oh, wow.
There's lots of little routes here, isn't there?
Marina down there.
Somebody on stream, can you let me know whether or not you can hear is the music okay?
I can't hear it at all on screen.
There's Tarvuti. We haven't seen him for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, people's vanished. I should just follow the river.
Yes.
I don't hear any music on stream at all.
Okay. What have I done there then? Oh, I know why. There we go.
If you come up this way and you get too much river, you can't get back below Oxford because the bridge at Osney is so low. It often strands boats north of Osney.
Right. So the next little place is Radcott. We've got Bryce Norton over yonder. Now that is a Air Force base.
Yep.
Do we want to go and visit Bryce Norton en route?
Might as well. I see you again now.
So Bryce Norton is directly north of my position at the moment. I think we can see it just over there actually. So there is actually a road, this road here that I've just passed.
I see it.
It looks good, this sim. In the this time in the day, the sim always looks great.
I think it's very good in the mornings and evenings because of the way the lighting is.
So we've got some called a Dark Blues playing. Hopefully people can hear that.
I still don't hear any music on stream.
Really?
No. Oh, I can just hear something.
Okay. It's nice and loud in my ears on my headphones.
I hear a lot of streamers have that issue. You know, it's where it's really loud for them, but not for other people.
There's Ali just behind me. Here's the airport, Captain Spitfire just going over there. So we'll do another touch and go here. So 17 knot wind, 243 direction. So we'll travel in this way and we'll land on the
2-5 it looks like we're coming for.
25, yeah. I think I'm probably a little tight to the airfield. You can always tell a glider pilot because they're always in close and not too far away from the airfield.
I've been flying the DC-6 most of the day today, and it feels very different.
I bet it is.
I don't know who uses Bright Norton these days. Is it a UK base?
I
yeah,
think.
RAF.
Is it the RAF?
Yeah. It's also where they repatriate to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very near the town of Carterton.
The TriStars used to come in here, the RAF TriStars. Who was it flew those? Oh, it was, what's his face?
Laker.
Freddie Laker, yeah, that's him. Yeah.
So we touch and going here.
Yeah.
I see you all ahead of me.
Oh, I love my Cessna.
It's certainly easier to do nice gentle floaties in the Cessna for sure. Those wings give an awful lot of lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pipers, you tend to sort of plant them down rather than float them down.
And up we go.
Going back to the flight plan or doing a direct, let's see Kidley.
Back to the flight plan, I
Okay.
think.
Go find the river.
To Uvisa. Is probably the best point. Okay, that was good. So it looks like Microsoft or Sobo have highlighted some of the issues, fixed some of them in the patch. Patch
Pity
2.
they had to break so many at the same time.
Yep. But I
I'm
think
at least glad the lighting is back to what it was.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I work for a software company, and at the end of the day, yeah, I appreciate you can have multiple branches, and sometimes a fix gets put into a branch that doesn't get to the other branch, and then they all come together a little bit later on. I think that, from my personal opinion, is I would actually prefer to have less releases further apart that are better fixed. Yeah, rather than do monthly things. Let's go to every other month or even quarterly, and have it fully tested. Because if they keep breaking stuff, those third-party developers, they're not going to stay around very long if they have to keep going and fixing their software to work in the sim again. show you some more lakes. Where is everybody? Alicats is there. Google McTavish is over there.
Don't see anybody.
Captain Spitfire is down there.
Seeing pilot hailing Captain Spitfire.
I've got Dougal coming on my right wing in a minute. Well, I'm at 5 mile, I'd say.
So I'm just coming over the top of the Thames again now. It sort of looks a funny brown colour now because of the way the sun is. River sweeps north. We have far more reservoir coming up. That's that big reservoir just up there in the distance. A little town or village called Swinford. All these places I've never been to. What's my speed? Am I rocketing away? I am a bit sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm doing 120, trying to catch you up.
Yeah, I'll slow down. That's the problem when you're on an outside view. You can't see your speed. Okay, I'll slow down to 110.
At least with Captain Spitfire, you can hear him coming.
Yes, that is true. So I'm just leaving the reservoir behind me now. And just approaching the Kidley waypoint, where the river just bears a little bit to the right.
Kidlington. So that should be. Is
that Kidlington? I don't think it is it?
Kidley, Kodli, is Kidlington,
Oh, right, okay.
which is a suburb of Oxford, which is where we're at.
Right. I should know this
That's
stuff.
EG.
West Oxfordshire.
Yeah.
And we got airport to my left, which is London Oxford.
Yep.
Should go and pay a visit to London Oxford. I've actually got that as a pay-where scenery. I don't know about anybody else.
You can do. I don't have it as a scenery, so but I
So-
see it quite clearly.
Okay, well, let's wander over there. We'll come back to the river, and we can compare your views out the window to what I see out the window.
Okay.
You can then work out whether or not it's worth buying. I just went mad one day and thought, oh, I'll just go and buy all these these UK airports.
Oh, it's all got lighting and tappies and
Yes.
buildings from my side.
Yeah. Yeah, from a distance, default looks okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I didn't check out the default first.
And I guess it would be another circle to land or a circle to touch. 'Cause it's coming from the wind's coming from the south,
Yeah.
south and west.
So So we've got a few buildings here. There you go. It's quite nice. It's even got some writing on top of this one. I don't know what the...
Got no writing, but there's buildings and taxiways and parking
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah. My default one looks almost identical to yours, Peter.
Yeah, so the texture's a bit more better, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I've got, is that Eurocopter UK down there? On the top of that building?
Yeah, I don't see that, for example.
Oh, that was a waste of money then, wasn't it?
You live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Okay, let's do another little sweet touch and go here.
Little construction site over here. Got someone coming in as well. Fair Bro 1 into Oxford.
Really?
Yeah. Literally behind Dougal.
I just cut him off.
No, you've got at least time you take off again, he's landing.
Oh, I don't see him.
He's over threshold now.
Still don't see him.
Yeah, P28.
You're going away from the runway, aren't you?
I
We're
am,
heading away. Yeah.
but I don't see him.
Fair, bro. Yeah, I saw him.
Well, I was watching Dougal, but then I lost you.
I'm over the main road, heading for
Ah,
waypoint
yeah.
4.
But yeah.
So basically, almost heading south towards Oxford.
I think Fairbro's actually following us.
PA28, he's doing a touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you see these people? I don't see them.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. He's directly behind me.
He's at 900 feet now
Yeah.
in a PA28.
That's so weird. I see Dougal, but I don't see anybody else.
But he's
Oh, I see.
directly behind me.
I'm right on your 5 o'clock. Bumpy coming in here.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking all the rules. No idea what the elevation of this airport is. I'm just doing A.
It is actually...
Two red, two white. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wind.
I have
This
two
might be a
reds, two
one-wheel
white.
touch and go.
253 feet.
What's the landing touchdown speed of this airplane?
I
Alison?
think 65, isn't it?
65. Yep.
Okay. Little
Great
faster.
aircraft, the 172. It's so versatile.
Touch.
Ali, how does that vary touchdown speeds compared to the 152?
Same.
Oh, it's just the same, right? Okay.
So the thing with the 152 is, if you do an unpowered landing, literally put it into idle, it'll do a 500 feet per minute glide just as it flies. Basically, it comes in at 60.
Nice. Okay, so we'll just head directly south to pick up the river again.
I mean, the 172 doesn't feel that much heavier when you're flying it in real life. There's not a lot in it. It's just more room inside.
I don't know if you've ever come across him, Ali, because he's more into IFR flight on X-Plane, but there's a young guy called Alan A. He's a moderator for XP72. He's only about 17 years old now, but he's just doing his PPL. He's 6'7", and he's doing his PPL in the 152.
Holy hell! Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Christ! I was shoulder to shoulder with my CFI in a 152, and he
we've got-
wasn't big.
We've got Captain Geo in chat.
Hello, Captain Geo. We also have Sheldon Simone. Welcome to the chat. As you can see, we are, well, there's 4 of us airborne. There's myself, Dougal McTavish, Alison Johnson, and Captain Spitfire. And a load of other people who are flying around on this pleasant evening. I still don't see the guy that you were talking about.
Yeah, he's on. Looks like in the circuit. On.
That's so
Skype to me now.
strange that I don't see these people. There's a lot of A320s up in the air, as usual.
Yeah.
Especially once you get anywhere near London.
I think we will come over.
So, Captain Geo,
Yay.
I couldn't take your advice of starting earlier because I have to work. So it's 6:30 or 6:30. That gives me time, usually, to get some dinner down my neck and get ready for streaming.
That crosswind is something else for a Cessna. Crabbing sideways. Yeah.
Yep.
17 knots crosswind.
Yeah. Look at that. You can see it from that
I
view.
just must all be. I must be ahead of you guys.
You are.
Behind you, Dougal.
Right. Okay.
So that's a hell of a railway station there. That must be Oxford. Down there.
Yes.
And then we've got the
Uh-oh. Stream gone.
stream gone.
Stream gone.
Oh, I'm watching the stream. It's not gone.
It comes to me. Oh, that's bizarre.
He's been
I've lost-
cutting out for me once or twice, but been
Okay. Gone completely
refresh
for
it,
me.
and
Yeah.
it should kick itself back up again.
Oh, I refreshed it, and it's Ali. It's come up with one of yours, flying the Stearman.
That's funny.
Oh, I guess I'll
So
close that and start again.
this is the Thames to my left. This
Okay,
is
back in the
still
stream.
quite a small river at this point, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah. It's widened up considering where we started, though.
Yes, but it's still contained.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to change the time at some point.
It doesn't
No?
really widen up really until you get to Staines and Teddington.
Yeah, because going through Maidenhead is not that wide.
No.
Although you get the Thames Relief River going off down through Eton and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. Maidenhead Lock always used to be very pretty.
It is, and it's one of the walks I used to do.
I'm going to do a 180 and come back round, so I'm behind you.
I see, Peely. I am on your 5 o'clock. Oh, there's Fair, bro.
Yes, fair bro.
Yeah.
I see him
in the
now.
loft, Peely.
Oh yeah, he's flying in between you two. So I guess it's probably somebody we know.
So is there any music in the stream, anybody? Or is it still too quiet?
There is music. There is music.
Very quiet for me when I turn it up, but it could just be my end.
It's going to get very dark soon to be able to see.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust the time for me. Now I can see you. Love to know who Febro is.
Well, the sun hasn't set yet, so I'm not actually going to change my time just yet. Got a little
This
track.
is Abingdon.
Yes,
coming
I was going to say, I thought I recognised the area.
This is where I first met Laura. In
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
There's some sort of racetrack down there. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's some sort of dirt track, isn't it?
Yeah.
BMX or something, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abingdon used to be Crosswind in the Midsummer Murders.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Very, very commonly used for the filming of that.
What was his name, the guy that did Midsummer Murders?
John Nettles.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, did you see Eunice Stubbs died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just coming up over the high street here, and that's a lot of where it was filmed. There's a little sort of white building in the middle of near this light part of the town hall, but it's very tiny.
You turn in the river here.
Indeed. It joins the other piece that came along. The Swift Ditch. And then we've got a cut that goes through on the left there.
I think I've lost everybody. See-do, got you.
Yep, you're up high, Alison, 2,600, I see.
Yeah.
I'm a lot lower. 1,400 feet in a minute.
I think I'm following the wrong river. Yes, I am.
I think we just done a 360 last.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back towards Abingdon.
Yeah.
Are you going towards Abingdon?
I did, yeah. I went back
That's
there.
the Daisy.
Don't follow me, I'm lost. It's nothing new, you should know that by now.
I see this popping in and out there, don't they? Because it's hard to follow people.
It is hard to follow when people keep appearing and disappearing, I must admit. What am I doing? I'm doing 110. So
I found the river.
Yeah, me too.
you should be able to keep up with that one.
Now, I've got 2 of Captain Spitfire running because I'm on the multiplayer server and I've got Join FS playing, and it's really loud. I wonder if it plays 2 of the engines.
Well, it sometimes puts 2 of the aircrafts in, so I'd imagine it does.
Yeah, because I can see 2 of them. So.
As if it wasn't loud enough already.
Yeah. Clifton Cut.
Clifton, yeah.
Yeah, there's some boats tied up down there.
Dorchester on Thames, just coming up to. It's very interesting that if you look at Google Maps or Bing Maps and you look at the overhead shots of the countryside and you realise how many people have swimming pools.
Yeah. Yep.
And you think, I don't know anybody who's got a swimming pool.
It's quite posh out here, though. You know, we're not far from Goring on Thames and
No.
Streatley, where you've got people like Pete Townsend living and things like that.
But it's not like we had the weather for a swimming pool, really.
Don't get a great deal of use out of them, I shouldn't think.
We're not outdoor ones, are we? Okay, so we got Benson coming up.
Yeah. Now that is an RAF base.
It
isn't
is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be. Should we do a full stop 19 on this one?
Okay.
Because I think I might need to check the fuel situation. And I might adjust my time a little bit so it's a little bit lighter in the sim. As the sun has now sunk over the horizon there.
Now, am I at Benson or Abingdon?
I think you were ahead of me, so you must be Benson. I've lost you again now, but I'm sure
Oh
you
yeah,
were.
there's Wallingford. Yeah, it's Benson. Yeah, it's Benson. So I was just I'm trying to place the towns and everything. So Wallingford also was part of Corston. Oh, it's 19.
19, yeah.
Haley, you should be employing Alison for it to be your narrator.
Yes. Oh, I'm way too high.
Oh yeah, I'm way too high. We're gonna go. Active. 19's fine.
P28 just cut in front of me.
Fair
I'm
road.
just doing some aerobatics.
Oh yeah, I see. Wish he would introduce himself.
Maybe just tagging along for the flying.
And why not?
Absolutely. I'm supposed to be moderating on another channel right now at V1 Simulations, but I decided that flying GA would be much more fun.
Well, I'm glad you gave up your time there. And here we go.
This is full stop, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm floating this one out. Spin off the side here and see if I can get everybody coming in.
Too late.
Yeah, I'm just coming over the threshold very shortly. Oh, Verbo just came underneath me.
Huh. You stopping on the grass there, Neil?
Yeah, just see if I can get Ali. There we go. Beautiful landing.
Love the thank you. I love the Cessna.
There's Captain Spitfire.
Probably in about a minute or so.
See the lights.
Okay, exit my way. I am clear of runway.
So we've got the Fair Bro coming in. Looks like he's doing a landing. Very nice.
Well, that's interesting. On my screen, both you show up as a plain white Cessna without the solo paintwork.
Until
Really?
we get very close. Yeah, you were plain white until I got close to you. Now you've gone white.
Right. They really have broken a number of things with this thing.
Let's see if I can catch up to Captain Spitfire a little bit. He's on a very long final.
Nearly down.
Yeah, about 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, Ali just disappeared.
I can see still there. I'm probably too close to you.
Yeah.
I am on your 1 o'clock.
There's the wrong way, there it is.
It's that long straight thing with dotted lines down the middle.
Yeah, I was just looking for that.
That's interesting. I don't see you as a Spitfire.
I'm probably in the beta, that's probably why. Oh, just done that.
He's in a spit for me.
That's odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. While we're here, I know we're nowhere near a fuel pump. I am actually going to refuel. 33%. Okay, well, let's take it up to 70. And I need to do some time adjustment because we're a little dark now, so we'll need to come off live time.
Hey everyone.
Done.
Hello.
Hey,
Is that
Fly
Fly Guy?
Fly
Hey, hey.
So, I just got back from a flight in the Piper.
Ah,
Oh.
cool.
Wow.
I've set my time back to 1800 local time. I think that'd be good. Enough. Are you going to join us, Fly Guy?
My sim runs, so yeah, I'm gonna load it in. Assuming
Okay.
it works. I'm just working on some hardware issues at the moment.
Again.
Again.
No, with my no, like actual physical hardware, like
Oh.
for flying.
Right.
So we are at Echo Golf Uniform Bravo at the moment.
I'm going to move out the way of Captain Spitfire just so that he's not deafening me.
Actually, I'll do this. There you go. Now your world hero. Let you all go past.
There's Febro again.
Oops. Okay, the grass. I like that one over there. Not a lawyer.
Yeah.
And turn. Okay, we're good to go.
Reset that trim.
Yes. Airspeed alive. 70 knots, and she wants to come up. So now the river is off to our right hand side. So we should be able to pick it up fairly easy.
Yeah,
Just blink
one
out
Cromarsh
against it.
Gifford. Yeah.
Did you fly this area as well, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my cross countries.
All right.
But I also lived in this area for quite some time from the mid 80s. In a little village on top of the hill as we follow the river. There's a village up there on the top of the scarp slope called
Right.
Woodcote, and I lived.
Oh, yeah, I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tiny little place in the middle of nowhere.
Woodcote.
Woodcote, yeah.
Well,
Is it
whoever our
Woodcote or
friend is-
Woodcote?
Woodcote, Woodcote, but it's pronounced Woodcote.
Yes, Woodcote.
It looks like we've got someone joining a 172 called Heavy Slingshot.
I know the name. And our other
Sorry,
friend in the Piper just went past me, wiggling his wings, waving his wings.
Yeah.
So he clearly knows it.
I think some people are just going past and going, oh, they're flying together, might as well join in.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, interestingly enough, we are coming into my stomping ground as well. When I was
Oh, Reading.
from age of 12 to 18. So
I've lived in Reading too.
I used to live in Pangbourne.
Ah, yeah, I know Pangbourne very well. I used to work at the George.
Oh, did you?
When I was
The
at-
the
when I was at-
competition? Because
No, yeah, probably. I mean, I was doing portering when I was at college.
all right, okay.
Small world, huh?
So my mum and dad used to run the Cross Keys pub.
Ah, I know it. Yeah, on the Reading Mapledurham Road.
Yes, and so literally, if you're coming in from Reading into Pangbourne, go all the way through to the mini roundabout, turn left. I think the George is on the right. Is that the George? Or was that before the roundabout on the right? I forget which one. Oh, you had the Copper Inn at the roundabout. That was on the roundabout, and then turn left towards Theale, and then
Yes.
you have a little S bend before Pangbourne Hill, and
Yes.
Cross Keys on the left.
Yes.
And that's the pub that we used to be in, and then
Ah.
my dad bought the cottages opposite that went up Pangbourne Hill, and we lived in the cottages across the road.
And then at the top of the hill, you've got Craze Pond.
Yes, that's it.
What are the odds on that, guys?
I don't know. It's a small world. Small world.
What's the next airport you guys are going to?
Let's have a look.
There's a little one just off to our left wing. It's EGGO, Echo Golf Golf Oscar.
Guys,
Chiltern
North
Park.
Chiltern
River?
Park, we've passed that.
That's the nearest.
Ipstone is nearby. Yeah, so
North
Which
Europe
one's that?
server?
Yeah.
So this one here, there's a Chiltern Air Park. It's just basically a grass run strip. That's at the bottom of the hill where Woodcote is. So
Yeah.
I used to drive by this on my way to Didcot, where I used to live. I've lived everywhere.
You have, haven't you? It's true. So I thought I used to move around a lot.
I'll shut up now. This is the Goring Gap, isn't it?
Yeah. The Goring Gap. We've got
When we
Whitchurch
lived here,
Hill.
we used to call it Boring Goring.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to go directly through Pangbourne. Should be able to see Pangbourne Bridge. A very old toll bridge. I think there's even a
Yes.
toll today, actually, as well.
Yeah, still Toll Bridge.
It's quite nice when you're flying around. You actually know the places you're flying over.
I know, it's cool, isn't it?
It is.
Especially in this sim when it's so accurate.
And then we used to
literally.
have. Go on, Addison.
No, I was just going to say, literally, I'm navigating because I know the area.
Yeah. And the river gets a little bit wider here, and then we got the as you come into Pangbourne, you've got the Swan Pub on the right hand side just before the weir.
Yes. Is that still there?
Yeah, still there. And I had a friend of mine who had a house just on the river edge. We used to go around there because it was had a posh house and it was nice and snooker table.
Big elevation error there on the
Yeah,
river.
I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like the weir's gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
Pangbourne College, probably you've seen over up the hill. We'd actually gone and looked for it.
Oh, crikey, yeah, the weir is going the wrong way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like yeah. It's not great.
Yeah, my boat wouldn't have liked that.
And then we've got Maple Durham coming up. I've done many a walk down here in my youth. And there's just in Maple Durham there's a big hill that you can see from the river, and there's a forest there. And back in the day there was a police investigation because the IRA had planted a load of bombs in the hillside and it covered them with trees and stuff. So all of that was dug up. That was back in the dark days.
Yeah.
So we didn't, another bit of terrain issue here with this.
Yeah, see it.
This weir.
Certainly the riverbank's not that
No,
steep.
it's not. It's flat normally.
A
Yeah,
road
pretty
going
flat.
sideways.
Alright, I found you guys. I'm loading in.
Okay.
However, I know we're laughing about it, but it's still pretty accurate.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So we're now coming into that lovely site of Reading,
Oh,
and what is this area I'm passing over now with all these cars in? That can't be right. I'm going to circle around here because I don't recognise this bit.
The outskirts. Oh, it's Purley on Thames.
It doesn't look like cars, to be honest with you.
it's not. It's the marina. It's Purley Marina.
No, on the fields.
Oh, I'm not seeing. Oh, over there.
Yes.
It
What
seems
is
to
all
look like
that?
a story.
Looks like a festival.
Oh, it's not Reading Festival, is it? Where they
Yeah.
had that's Reading Festival ground.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
Why not?
I thought it might have been, but I can't see any.
Fancy that being modelled.
That's
Well,
funny.
it's because they captured it from the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, these are all the
But yeah,
tents, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh
all
my
the tents.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts.
My stepdaughter and her friends went to that one year. I never
That's
did
incredible.
it. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad. Look at how many tents there are. I mean, how would you remember where your tent is in that lot?
Can't be on any of them.
Many don't.
Yes. That's fantastic.
We used to do a lot of bike rallies, not quite festivals, but you know, like much more drunken festivals. And the amount of times our tent's been run over by bikers.
Back to the river.
Yeah. On the north, we've got Caversham.
Yeah.
I used to play for the Caversham Ambassadors Drum and Bugle Corps.
Oh. Wow.
Triple winning champions in 1989 and 1990.
Fantastic. Sometimes go shopping in Reading.
Yeah. And then they've got, is it the Oracle Centre now?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
the Oracle, yes. Used to be the Butt Centre, remember? in the
Yeah.
past.
Butt Centre.
And the, what was it called? The Hexagon, which was the
Yes.
where they play the snooker tournaments, isn't it?
It's where I first went to see OMD play.
Blimey, that's going back a while.
Long while.
And as we come out of Reading, and we get to a lovely little village called Sonning.
Pretty Sonning.
Yes.
With the French horn.
And where I am now, you can just see at the end of the 329 there's a roundabout, and there's a little kayak club there, rowing club, and there's a slip, and I used to take our kayaks down there. We used to get in there and then kayak down to Sonning, which is great because it's downhill as far as the river is concerned. Not so great coming back because you're against the flow. And then you get to this pretty area called Sonning. And anybody famous who lives in Sonning who recently bought a house on the island?
No idea.
George Clooney.
God.
So there's a big building you'll see, which is probably the Sonning Mill, which is actually a theatre, and then across across onto the other island is the house that George Clooney built. He didn't build, he bought. So he lives there occasionally. Oh, and there's a good pub called the Copper Club that is just on the south side of the bridge, and if you want somewhere nice to eat, that's a good place to go. And I was there not so many days ago.
And then we're coming up on my hometown.
Anyone would think you planned this route specially.
Sunny 1966, a little Ali was born in Henley-on-Thames.
Yay!
I can see flag eye.
Yep. I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm just following Peely.
There's a river, a big river.
Well, it's actually a very little river at the
Well,
moment.
it
It is actually the River Thames, flag eye.
is the River Thames. Yeah.
The beginnings of.
There's some quite bad terrain here.
Yeah. It's not like this in real life, unfortunately.
It is pretty flat.
It is pretty flat.
Oh, I see where you guys are going. Alright, that makes more sense now.
Because this is Ship Lake, really, right?
Yeah.
So... Oh, look at that. It's like near Niagara Falls.
It is, isn't it? It's all a bit weird.
There's a boatyard on the right hand side before the bridge, and that's where my boat used to be moored.
That's right. So now we're heading towards Henley-on-Thames. So Henley is famous for its regatta.
And Steve Redgrave and the Leander
Indeed.
Club.
Yes.
George Harrison also used to live in Henley-on-Thames.
There's quite a few around this area,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. At Friar Park. Which my primary school backed onto.
This really is an Aston Johnson memory lane tour, isn't it, really?
Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Peely, but yeah.
I don't mind, it's fine, it's great. If I'd have known...
Oh, look. And look, as we're coming over Henley, they've even got the regatta tents. Because that's not there normally. On the south bank.
Oh yes, I see those. That's funny, isn't it?
You can see all the pontoons for the sculls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful little island up here as well called Temple Island.
I think I'm just overflying.
Yeah,
it
I've just
now.
gone over it now,
It's
I
got
think.
a little folly right on the front of it.
Yeah. I'm literally overhead it now. Now what's that? Oh, it's a barge or something. the other side of the island, dredging barge or something.
It's a very sort of, it doesn't look like it's very well modelled there, but it's quite Grecian. Normally, it's like a little Grecian temple.
Got another weir by the looks of it. Where am I?
The lock,
Mill
there's a
End.
lock, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot coming up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Hambledon. Hambledon? Hambledon, yeah. So the lock's on the right-hand side of the river and the weir's on the left. I nearly crashed my boat into this one.
Not a good thing to do.
Well, it was windy and I had my awning up over the rear of the boat, and of course it acted like a blast and rammed me in sideways into this lock. Oh, I was not.
Not a happy bunny.
Yeah. Persona non grata that day with the lockkeeper, I can tell you.
So we're just coming into a little village called Hurley.
Is that a runway down there? No,
It
it's
looks
just a
like
long
that's a
straight
private
field.
strip, I think, or a private.
No, yeah,
ploughed
it's just
field.
a field. Long thin field.
And then after Hurley, we have Isham, of which there's the football training centre or sports training centre.
Looks like a caravan park on the right of us.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then we're immediately after Bisham, we are into Marlow, which is a very pretty town.
It is, isn't it?
And another celebrity news item there is Ricky Gervais has bought a house on the Thames in Marlow, and I was there at the weekend sitting in Starbucks, and guess who walked past the window? Ricky Gervais. It was like, what's he doing here?
Yeah. And this set of islands that we're flying over,
Yeah.
that's where I used to moor my boat up on a Friday night. I'd get into Henley, poodle up here, moor on that island, and have a nice restful evening.
Cool.
Looks a bit more boatified than when I used to come up here,
Yeah.
and that's. Oh, it's bringing back so many memories.
I know exactly that feeling, Ali.
I'm feeling quite tearful
Oh.
because it's no good tearful.
Unfortunately, Marlow Bridge isn't rendered very well. It's just a flat
Oh, is it
bridge.
not?
No,
White
Yeah.
bridge. Oh, it's a beautiful bridge.
it is. If you take the width restrictors out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just a slab of
Nice.
tarmac.
Well, yeah, it's just a nice iron bridge, white iron bridge, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's lovely. Always the cause of many a hold up as you're coming into Marlow from the south.
Yeah.
Somebody just gone past me. Who was that? Was that the Spitfire?
It's not me.
Was
It
it
would be
dude?
me.
Fly
Fly
guy.
guy, probably.
I'm in the extra 330, slowing down the extra speed.
Okay. Oh, he's in the extra 300. Look at that. That is nice and pretty in this.
I'm not sure where you were at, Peely. For whatever reason, you keep disappearing from me. I'm not quite sure why.
No, I don't know why
Everybody
either.
does.
It's very odd.
Your name tag goes away, then I get close, I can see your aircraft, and then that disappears too.
It's happening to everybody at the minute since the last hotfix.
Yeah, it's
Or
within
since
like
trip-
maybe
since-
a quarter of a mile. Or one.
Yeah.
one
I see you
whatever,
just
however many
just below
kilometers.
me doing a bit of river surfing down there.
We're making a right at the split in the river or the left? I see this little creek that goes off to the left.
That's
Just follow the main river.
the main river
Alright,
because
sounds like fun.
there is a spit that does come up very shortly, actually.
Alright.
Of which
And I'm
one?
just about to have strawberries and ice cream.
Oh, can you send some up here?
Me and Ali have this thing about puddings, don't we, Ali?
Yeah, I've got stewed. Actually, would you believe I've actually got stewed strawberries and ice cream?
You're kidding.
Stewed.
No,
Oh,
Oh, the strawberries must be stewed.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, so this is now Cookham. That's got a good pub just there. You can see the roof of it just on the western bank.
Flips about 4 ways here, the river.
Yeah, it does.
Just going to follow the main drag.
The main drag, and it loops. It's a loop, so it comes back again. So we got Buckinghamshire on one side, and not sure what's on the other side.
Berkshire.
Berkshire, yes, of course.
Because it's BBONTS. It's because it's a wildlife thing. It's a Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire Nature Trust
Yeah.
around here.
So I don't think it's modelled very well here, but that in the background you can see there, that would actually be Cliveden, I think.
Yes, that is Cliveden. Yep.
Yep.
Famous for the Profumo scandal.
Yes, and also the place that Meghan stayed before she got married. And we're coming into Maidenhead, where I lived for a number of years. And then you can see there's a split here. Looks like a long thin island, but that's the Jubilee River off to the left. It was actually built to aid as a relief for flooding for the Thames, which used to always flood in Maidenhead. And just there is the lock that Bolter's Lock, which is the lock that Andy was talking about earlier.
Pretty
And
rock.
these are all new houses. This block of concrete that looks like that is all new housing, and it's very posh, that area now. All of this area up to the
dear,
bridge.
that rail. Look at the poor rail bridge.
Yes, it's sunken.
Oh.
Sunken.
Isn't Bar Kingdom Brunel that built that?
It did. And it's called a sounding bridge because it's got these perfect arches, and if you go underneath it, it has some really weird acoustics. So we travel further on. So the two long pieces of water you can see out of the right wing over there, that's actually Dorney Lake, which is where the rowing was done in the Olympics, 2012 Olympics. All the rowing events were done there. We're passing over the M4 now. Lots of marinas along this section. And we'll be coming into Windsor shortly. Be interesting to see if the castle is modelled.
It is.
It is. So we might might take a detour to the castle.
Yeah, we've got
Frame rates start taking a slide, it's because we're coming up to Heathrow.
Yeah.
Mine are getting pretty bad.
There's always lots to
You can
see
see
on
the
this
castle
route.
from here.
Oh, I
You
think the
should see-
castle has a POI on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should see Windsor Racecourse coming up. I'm just flying over it now.
Yep. It's quite expensive to moor on the river down here, but it is a nice place to moor.
Yeah. I like Windsor, and it's a 10-minute drive for us to get there. So It's just has a nice feel about it when you're walking around. A bit busy in the summer when the tourists are around, but so we'll do a bit of sightseeing around Windsor, shall we, for a few minutes?
Yeah, why not?
I'm on autopilot while I eat my strawberries and ice cream.
So Windsor Castle, here it is, on the hill. Windsor actually has two railway stations, one that comes into Eton and then one that goes off to Slough, and they're in two different parts of, so here's one on the left hand side and here's the other one on the right hand side the castle's just going over the top of. That doesn't look too bad as a model,
alright.
does it? Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And they did great tours around there, if you've ever done a tour. And then you've got the long walk, which is this long walkway down here. It's very good if you're exercising and you want to somewhere nice to run. As you can see, it's perfectly straight. I mean, I've never seen, and it's really bizarre how straight this is. I mean, is it really, really straight?
Your Windsor Castle looks completely different than mine. Mine looks like default before the sim update. That's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have the all the packs downloaded in my content manager, so
So
It's
mine,
photogrammetry turned itself off.
Maybe.
yeah, mine looked exactly the same, isn't it?
Yeah, mine too.
And so this is Windsor Great Park that we're going through at the moment. It's a vast area. Lots of dog walking goes on around here. You can see the tracks that people take their dogs. In this area here that I'm over now is really the deer park. So you often see deer walking around, fairly timid. But you can walk on this and go for walks and stuff like that. It's all fine and dandy. They don't like you taking your dogs off their lead because obviously they scare the deer or chase the deer, depending on your dog. And then there's a monument. This is a little hill at the end here, and there's a monument. I forget who's actually on the top of it, but usually you can sit there and have a look back at the view. You got Heathrow off over to the right hand side and the aircraft come in down there. And then this area here that we're coming into is basically the Queen's estate, and there are lots of royals that live in all of these very large nice houses that are down here. So
I've just realised I'm doing circles on the final, right in the middle of the final approach into Heathrow. I've got A320s coming at me left, right, and centre.
so it's all very nice
but yeah,
area.
we're in the final approach path vision,
Yep.
right?
They won't be happy.
So I think if we put like 1,000, then we shouldn't intersect with the path. Just as long as you don't head east of that river.
Yeah. So it's a very nice area to again walk around. You can walk around here. There's actually a shop as well. You can actually go in and get some goods, like a little. It's not a spa, but it's like a little spa shop. For those who know what a spa shop is. And I'm just going to head back towards the river again now. And then you come out towards Old Windsor, which is this village just here that Ali's just hovering over at the moment. And a few few celebs have got places around here that run along the river, but I think the most
I'll be the only people that can afford them.
well, actually Old Windsor itself isn't that great, but along the actual river the houses are very, very nice. But out in the countryside I think Elton John has a pad out in Old Windsor. So we'll just pick up the river again, and that should keep us clear of Heathrow.
I I forgot to mention that Danny LaRue used to have a house in Henley.
Oh, did
Oh,
he?
really? Wow.
Yeah. Do you remember Danny LaRue?
I do.
Most people of the current generation will have no,
No
idea
idea.
who he is. No.
And we're now, this is Runnymede, and if you look at this road that I'm just going over, it runs alongside the river. You'll see that there is a monument area just coming up the right hand side here, and that is the only bit of land in the UK that is not owned by the UK. It's actually owned by the US, because that is where the Magna Carta was signed, and it has special significance. There's also, in real life, there's actually a circle of chairs, which is some person's art, which looks very odd when you go past it.
I thought that was leased rather than owned.
Was
by
it
them.
leased?
Leased, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably leased. You say owned, but you know. And then we're back up to the M25.
Oh, goody goody.
Because I'm
A lot
gonna
of
go
things I
on.
can say about that.
Yeah.
And we're going
Biggest
into
car park in the world.
a lovely area called Staines
You can in fact even see the traffic on the right.
and Egham. I used to work in Egham for a company, EGMC Software. Didn't stay there very long.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna get going. Have a great rest of the flight. See you guys
You
later.
take
See
care.
ya.
Okay.
Yeah, pleasure.
Thanks for coming
Thanks,
along.
everyone. No problem.
So as you can see, we've got it gets a little bit more built up around here. And what I'm going to do is there's an airport here called Fair Oaks that's just south of where we are at the moment. So I'm going to head off down towards Fair
That's
Oaks, and
EGTF.
yeah, and we should pass over Thorpe Park, which is a amusement park, which is quite nice. Actually, I don't even know if it's modelled in here. Actually,
If we're landing there, should be straight in runway 24.
and what we should see.
Yeah, it's the rides haven't been modelled, but it is down there.
Yeah. So it's just coming up here. So it's a little island. As we come into Thorpe Park, there it is. Been there a few times. Scares the pants out of me all the time. And Fairford is a nice little private airport that we're going to land at, and right next door to it is the McLaren cars factory. It's a circular building. It's the MTC, the McLaren Technology Centre. And from the air, it looks like the yin yang type symbol in the shape of the lake that's there and the actual building. And I think it is modelled in the sim.
This is a short runway, by the way.
Yeah. So just a touch and go here. So if you do a touch and go, it's straight in, and then head off east. You'll fly over the or around the McLaren MTC.
That was more of a bounce.
Never mind. There's Dougal coming in. do an inside view. Oh, everybody disappeared.
I'm on your 6 at 900 feet. Yep, that's a very little short runway.
It is. And you've just got a little ridge of trees in front of it as well.
Yeah, very nicely put. Almost like somebody put them there deliberately.
And it's a bit bumpy. Well, I had a red and a white then. I feel I'm going to be below the tree level if I carry on that attitude though.
Oh, you just blinked out right in front of me.
Just blinked out. Is this a TNG?
It is.
Okay, thank you. And just cleared those.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Oh, who's that flying underneath me?
That is Ali.
Ali.
Oh. I could hear it. I could hear an engine, but I just couldn't see anybody.
Okay, if we do a banking turn and we'll pass over the McLaren MTC. And there's actually a road directly from this airport into this area for those Formula One drivers that have their own planes. They can actually land and then get a car from the MTC to come meet them. And you can see the MTC down here. So this is the main sort of office building where the Formula One cars are made, and then this square building is actually where they make all the other McLaren cars. And there's actually like as an employee, there's a tunnel that you actually use from the car park into the building, and it has all music playing and stuff like that to calm you down and soothe you, so you're in the right state of mind before you start work, which is quite nice, I guess. So we head out back to the river. So we're going to pass over another river en route, which is going to be the River Way. Really it's two parts. There's a River Way navigation and a River Way, and they culminate in a place called Way Bridge,
Where Lord Denning used to live.
yes. And there's also Brooklands around there somewhere, and I'm just wondering if we can see it from the sim. Let's go over that way. So Brooklands is an old racing circuit, which used to have these banked corners. It's now Mercedes-Benz sort of sales and experience centre. Actually, we can see it just now.
Is Brooklands where that big V12 Bentley had that big crash?
I think it might have been.
Can't remember who was driving it.
So you can see the McLaren, that's the McLaren, the Mercedes bit here,
So Brooklyn should be...
and you can see the track just goes round. You can see this lovely curve that goes round. You can actually you can just see some of the track. Look at that. There is little parts of it. You can see the little bank curve here. There's also an aircraft museum if you've never been. They have a Concorde there as well. And Brooklands was a famous airfield and development for. I think they did test some of the Spitfire stuff here as well.
Yeah, they did.
You can see this is a. Oh, that's interesting. They put a building right in the middle of that. So they, this Mercedes-Benz area, they have little sort of driving areas that you can actually, you know, people who aren't of driving age can actually go and learn to drive the smaller Mercedes cars and stuff like that on this private land. But they also have like
It's flying over the Concorde now.
yeah. You can actually go and you know, if you want to take out one of the AMG Mercs around this little track they've got here, it's quite cool. But where this building is in the middle of this circle that I'm just flying over now, that's actually a skid pan, so there shouldn't be any building there at all. And that's quite fun to just see people trying to actually skid a car.
I seem to have some stuff modelled that you're not showing on your sim.
Really?
Yeah, I'm showing. Did you see all the aircraft in the museum?
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
there's the Concorde down there.
Right, okay.
So let's head off back down to the river. So we got the couple of feeders coming in through here. The river goes a bit mad at this point. We've got something called the Desborough Cut. And the Desborough Island here. I'm not actually sure what's on the Desborough Island. And we end up going through Walton on Thames, which is quite well known as well. Quite a nice place. Do you know anything about that, Alison? Walton on Thames?
Not particularly, no.
And just slow down a bit. You can just see in the distance there the tall peaks of the buildings in the London city. We should actually see when we come out to Hampton Court, should be up here.
I was just about to ask, do you know if that's modelled?
I don't know, I've never gone looking for it. That scenery is popping like mad. I keep having a ridge in the river, and as I get close to it, the ridge moves another block down.
Yeah, doing the same.
It looks like Hampton is modelled.
Is it really?
It is.
Marvellous. That's worth a tour if you've never done that as well.
Only that kind of thing doesn't appeal to me one little bit.
Does it not?
Not even
No.
from history?
From a historical point of view, yeah, it does. But I'm not into paying people to go to take official tours in any shape or form. I mean, when we used to live on a boat in San Diego, and people would spend a fortune going to SeaWorld, and I just used to think, you know, you can stand, you don't need to go and pay that money. You can just go and stand at the side of the water and see it all for nothing. It just, I don't know, it's just something about it.
Yes.
Official tours.
Here it is here.
But yeah, it is absolutely modelled.
Yeah.
It's great. So Hampton Court
And the maze.
and the maze.
This sim really is pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's pretty accurate.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know I hadn't actually flown this route before tonight? Because I haven't been able to get some sim. And so it's quite fun actually finding some of these things.
I've flown to Henley and Abingdon and stuff like that, but I've not flown this far down.
Yeah.
I don't actually think I've flown through London yet, ever.
Oh, really?
No, because it was such a FPS mess.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it certainly was at the start, wasn't it?
So I've avoided it, really.
So I've also got the Orbex scenery for London installed as well. So there's a few extra things that they put in. There's a few extra things that they took out because the Sobo did them better, like the Shard.
Yeah.
And London Bridge and Buckingham Palace and Tower Bridge, they all got removed. Because the Sobo did a very good job of those. Orbix came along and changed them. They were really low resolution, so they
It was it was the textures more than anything else.
yeah,
Wasn't
and they issued an update to the package, and what they actually did is they just took them out and put them back to what Sobo had already put there. So as you can see, the river's now got a little bit wider now. It's not actually the widest river in the world, to be honest.
No. And it doesn't become tidal until Teddington.
Yeah,
it? It's not even one of the deepest rivers by any means.
no. And it's certainly not one of the cleanest.
No, even today it's not. It's a lot better than it was.
So where are we now? The Lensbury Club is down there. I don't know what that is.
I guess this must be Richmond.
Twickenham
Looks
is
like
coming up.
it.
I think Twickenham is actually modelled. The rugby stadium.
Let's go and have a look. I can see it.
I wonder if
Looks.
Wimbledon is modelled. Probably a bit too far north from that. I've never gone looking for it myself. I think that's Twickenham dead ahead. Just before,
Yeah.
if you go straight on instead of turning. I think that island there, according to the little nav map I'm using a lot here, is Eel Pie Island. Eel Pie Island. I don't know how that got its name.
Yeah, this is Twickenham.
Yeah. Oh, there's another football stadium there. What's next door to Twickenham? It might say actually. It's an Etihad stadium. Who plays at an Etihad?
Well, the Etihad is obviously Manchester City and Manchester, so must be another one of a different league, right?
Yeah, it's got a blue field for some reason. But that's Twickenham. That looks really good, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? It's even got the scrum point markers.
Yeah. And even the posts inside the inside. So that's one of those things where you want to take out the Zlin and see if you can get in and land on the grass. You wouldn't get out again, but you get in. So head
Well,
out.
the other place is Harlequins.
Oh, is it Harlequins?
Yeah.
Okay. So for anybody who's watching the stream that wants to come to London, we're doing a very good sightseeing tour. So you pick up the river again. Oh, the music stopped. Let's see if I can put something else on.
Kew Gardens. Kew Gardens is modelled.
Yeah.
It is.
See it?
If I missed it.
No, because you're behind me, I think, aren't you? I can just see it off my right wing.
Oh, that's nice.
Where are you all?
I don't know if you can see me, I'm circling it, Brett.
Ah, right. I think you're probably ahead, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't be able to miss it. It's quite well done.
And the botanical gardens just before that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Went to
Very
Kew
nice.
Gardens a few weeks ago with my wife, and it was lovely, and we want to go back because the day just wasn't long enough.
And we have just got a 320 just coming over the top of us.
While we're on the ILS.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they'll be landing in this way. Oh, excellent! They got the glass houses in there as well. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine, appealing. I'd lost you. Now you're back.
I'm still here,
Yeah.
just trailing a bit now. Just enjoying the views,
Circling
really. See London off into the London City off in the distance now, so we're getting fairly close. So my 1.5 to 2 hour stream is now 2021. So
Well,
it's-
there's the surprise.
I'm afraid I stole this music from Two Tone of this track because he uses certain parts of this in his intros. But I think it's a great bit of music. So excuse me if I turn it up a little bit. What I like about this track is it's actually in 3 distinct parts. So this first part and then everybody will recognise this next bit from Two Tone Stream.
Can't hear it because I've got it. I'm on Discord only.
It's the bit he uses just before he goes live. A few seconds of it. But then I like the next bit of it as well, which I think he used when he did the night flight around Chicago, and I caught a bit of that stream literally as he started to fly around the city, just as this bit of music came on, and I just went, the music and what I saw on the screen just blew my mind.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was just like sat there looking at the screen with my mouth open. It was like, oh my god, this is just fantastic.
Is it Orbex, that add-on?
It is, and I got that. After that stream, I just got it. So look how good London looks in the distance over there. Another football field coming up down here. Don't know who this one is.
Should be Chelsea, shouldn't it?
I would imagine so, yeah, for where we are.
I see blue, so it must be.
I'm actually going to go flaps 1 just so I can slow down and actually take a look at some stuff.
Is that Chelsea right on the edge of the river? I don't think it is it? It's not Fulham, is it? I think it's Fulham, isn't it? Because we're near Fulham.
Yeah, it's definitely not Chelsea, not right there.
I think that's Fulham.
There's all banners on it, but I can't read it.
So I'm actually going to drop down to river level now.
Ah, Chelsea's inland there. That
Yeah.
some of these buildings are a bit crunky. No, they're getting better as I get closer.
Yeah.
Big time to load in, it looks like.
Yeah.
Was in reality the
Oh, Google, did you cut out?
colour of the river is nothing like this. Audio.
Yes, these buildings are definitely popping for me as I approach them. They look awful, actually.
Oh,
I'm not getting
there's,
that.
there's the Chelsea Royal Hospital. That's quite nicely modelled. Yeah, it looks like I've got the chat back. You probably get a little bit of my intro video. Oh, that's good. So you'll probably get a little bit of my intro, and then it'll switch to me sat looking very sad. Ah. Do you know, the only stream I had no trouble was the last one. Last week's one. It didn't crash. And this week, you know, it wasn't the stream crashing or the sim crashing. It was like the whole PC just decided to reboot.
and I just don't. I don't get it. No, I run a positive pressure chassis, so there's hardly anything inside it. I know what might have caused it actually. Hey Spags, how many times did you swear when this happened? You don't. Luckily, because the PC actually crashed, you didn't hear me swear because all the audio was cut. Actually, I don't think you're on Discord at the moment in the chat. Let me just. There we go. So yes, there we go. You're back on. You're on Discord now.
Hi, Spags.
Hey Spags. Right, I'm just gonna zoom in and see if I can spawn in around various people. So, actually, Ali, I don't have you as a friend.
Oh,
How do I add a friend?
on the
There, add friend.
social. Ali, ALY space KATZ.
First of all, that mean you add friend there? Blue box.
KATZ, not K. Oh, I can't type. Invitation sent.
The Isle of Dogs didn't look anything like this one.
Okay, I only have
used
Captain
to live there.
Spitfire showing at the moment, so you'll do.
I accepted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can get to the end now. It's so near. Gosh, this is going to require some serious editing, isn't it?
Guess I'll just keep circling around the Isle of Dogs.
I'm circling around the city.
I feel like the Isle of Dogs at the minute.
Used to work in the square mile.
So you
This
lived
looks a lot
everywhere
like
and you've
the
worked
colour.
everywhere.
Yeah, Moorgate I used to work.
Okay.
There's the Barbican. Yeah, it used to be at St Alfred's Tower, which was on St Alfred's House, which was just near the Barbican and Auburn House. Moorgate,
Cool.
but it's gone now. Famous, I would say, for being in a part of the professionals intro piece.
Oh, indeed. Yeah,
Bodie and Doyle, because they
yeah.
were running around the St Alfred's Walk, which was the upper walkway around the bar.
We used to live in Walthamstow and drive and commute by car to work in Chelsea every day, simply because I couldn't stand the London Underground.
Yeah,
And
it's horrible.
that was a drive and a half, I can tell you.
Okay, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh dear.
So it's not letting me spawn in. It's stopped loading just like it does when I'm trying to load in at Germany, Austria or Switzerland.
Ah, so maybe that's why it crashed, because you've reached an area where it doesn't want to let you be. It definitely sounds like you've maybe got some corrupt files.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let me try relaunching again.
Possibly worth uninstalling probably after the stream or something like that and let it run
Yes. It's
for
definitely
next
worth
week.
doing
Or
something.
next week, yeah. Leave it running over a week.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
We have indeed passed over Chelsea Bridge, Spag.
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat at the moment. Sorry, guys. Have I passed over Chelsea? Oh, have you passed? Well, I've not gone anywhere for a bit. Now, where can I load in? Let me see if I can load in at City Airport, and I'll have to come
Yeah.
back a bit.
HSBC.
I remember when that building first went up.
Yeah, it's just pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what people
So I
don't...
was-
And all those ones around the outside of it didn't even exist.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a bombing near there?
Yeah, there was. I was 13 floors up in Moorgate at the time when the Bishopsgate bomb went off.
Wow.
And we were in a glass building, and they said, you must evacuate, can't use the lift, and can't be near glass. It's like,
What year would that have been, Ali?
oh, crap,
roughly?
Bishopsgate bomb, '90s, early '90s.
Mm.
So I started working at Hacker Young in '91, so...
We'd moved out of London by then.
24th of April 1993.
Right, yeah, we were up in York by then.
A lot of people don't know there's actually a whole shopping centre underneath the HSBC building and around that area.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm still getting 56 frames here, 60, 62. That's pretty amazing.
Is that with your 1080?
1080 Ti.
Yeah, you must
let
be
me go
really
to-
pleased with that, actually.
Yeah. It gets pretty damn hot. You know, sometimes it goes over 80 degrees, but
Oh, I got to say hello to Phil Borman, who's in chat, and I didn't see it. So it must have just recently happened. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm in the process of rebooting after another. It wasn't a scene crash. It was a complete machine failure. So you were near the Strand newspaper. So this is Spags saying, I was near the Strand newspaper buildings when a car bomb went off. I must have.
and a few of them.
Yes.
But it's when they put that after that bomb, they put in the ring of steel,
Yes.
and it was so scary because I used to motorcycle in to London at that time, and you'd literally have to ride through checkpoints with they were literally stood there aiming Glocks across the road. It weren't just like stood there with their machine guns sort of like by their sides or anything. They were literally just pointing it at the traffic.
Yeah, high
It's
alert.
dreadful.
Whoa. Even going in the building and it's still here.
Okay. EGLC.
You landing? Are you taking off at London City?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to
Try
see if I can
spawning there.
spawn in there.
All right. Okay.
But they've modelled that the O2 walkover. And we can walk over the O2. That's good.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not playing ball.
Oh.
So it appears that
That's going to take a reinstall to sort that, because if it covers
I think so.
it sounds like it's covering huge chunks of Europe.
yes,
Yeah.
everything west of Greenwich
Yeah.
or east of Greenwich. Okay, well, I have to at that point admit defeat.
That's a real shame. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
I'll
Ali
be
knows
back.
exactly what that feels like.
I'll be back. I'll fix it.
I
and
do.
After I've taken a sledgehammer to it, I'll fix it. Well, guys, feel free to happily finish the flight as a convoy back off to Southend. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to let me go there, so I will have to say that is it for now.
Okay. I think
And
I'll land at City Airport and call it there.
okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you
Don't
very
worry,
much,
I
everybody.
don't really want to finish it without you.
No. We might do the reverse route or something. I don't know at some point. So thanks very much everybody for flying along with me. Thank you everybody in chat. Thank you Donut for the kind donation, $20. That will be very useful. It might even go towards funding a new PC, I think, at this rate. And we will look forward to seeing you hopefully soon in next week. Assuming I can fix the issues I have with Microsoft Flight Sim, because it's obviously Microsoft Flight Sim that's causing the issue, because it's not loading past this point. I don't know if you can actually. Oh, you can see it. You can't see it because the map is covering it again because I had to reboot. So let me just transition there. I don't know if you can see the blue line at the bottom there, but you can see it's sort of got halfway and it's just stopped. And it doesn't want to go any further than that. So I don't know how I can get around that one. It won't let me even spawn it in flight anywhere close to that area. So yeah, I think I must have some corrupt files. So thank you very much, and yeah, I shall see you next time.
Good night. Thank you so much. I'm
Good
sorry
night.
it's ended like that.